everyone. Hi allemaal. Oh, I so hope the chat will work. Ik hoop zo dat de chat wil werken. Want... Hello everyone. I grab my tea. Ik pak even mijn thee en dan ben ik zo terug. Hallo, hallo Rita, hallo. Goedenavond. Hi van good evening. Gezellig dat jullie er allemaal weer bij zijn. Nice to see you all again. I will start a bit with Dutch, English. I don't know. It is, but I intend to do it in English, so I hope that's not a problem for you all. Because yeah, there are more people coming from abroad, so I have to make a decision. But Tuesday, dinsdag ga ik zeker in het Nederlands live. Dus oké, nou ik vind het dus heel spannend of de chat het doet. Maar ik zie de chat in ieder geval. En ik zie geen Trovo. Welcome also everyone on Trovo en on kick.com. Welkom. Hi allemaal. Kijk uit. Okay. Dit kan weg. I can put this away. I'm a bit playing with my background. Not literally, but playing with a bit nice background and with the lighting. So I hope you like it and that it's not too bright. Ik hoop dat het niet te is. Too much. Wait, this can be a bit more like this. This is more quiet. Hello Jane, thank you for English and it seems okay to switch back and forth. Oh, that is so sweet of you all. I get also so many commands also with private messages that they do not mind if I talk now and then Dutch. Dus ook voor degenen die het liever in het Nederlands hebben. Kijk, je kunt het ook maar zo zien. Je leert zo ook een beetje Engels, want ik praat ook gewoon Engels. So you can and you can always ask me if something is not clear enough. And my own experience is with listening to other creators. Like, yeah, I'm a giant YouTube fan, and that then many of the channels that the host or hostess is talking too fast. But that's for me. Maybe I am not so not any longer going along with that society who wants to have everyone in a speedy. In a racy, or I mean in a kind of race, like I mean with racing, with racing, so that it's a speed contest, and I like it that it's a bit more quiet, and I also need it because otherwise, if I start babbling, then I can continue and continue and continue. But nice you joined, Jane. So nice of you to greet in the chat, and that counts for everyone else. Also on YouTube, I see 4 people watching. Welcome everyone. Let me know if something is not clear in English, specifically for the Dutch people, for who English is a bit less. A bit less. I mean, I understand, of course. And this is in Dutch, rule one sentence. Hoi, ik ga dus dinsdag, dus ja, 7:30, misschien wordt het 8 uur, maar dan ga ik dus live in het Nederlands. Echt helemaal het Nederlands. En dan ga ik eens een keer dinsdag doen, komende dinsdag. En ik zeg altijd mits, want ik heb geleerd van, dat ik opeens weer flashbacks kan hebben en relivings. So I learned from that I can have spontaneously flashbacks, and then I'm exhausted, and this is what I also like to talk about for today. But of course, another warm welcome to everyone who is joining me on this Saturday evening. In my layout, I still let it snow because I love snow, and here in the Netherlands it is approximately 7:45, and I love snow. And yeah, it is still a bit winter landscape outside, and it is cold. I myself went for a walk, a bit 3 to 4 hours, and oh man, it was so cold, but at the same time I enjoyed it so much. Hi Freebird on YouTube, welkom. En ook een warm welkom naar iedereen die het liever misschien ook het Nederlands zou willen hebben. Ik heb alle begrip voor jullie. Maar dinsdag ga ik dus volledig Nederlands live. Tadaa! So I will now and then speak Dutch. So for the people abroad, that you know that. Hello Alice, goedenavond. En good evening is in Dutch. Goedenavond. So for the people abroad, you can all practice. And maybe for whatever country you are now watching, let me know in the chat what is your word in your country for good evening. I know bonsoir for French, or buongiorno. Buongiorno Italian. Yeah, that's it a bit. I knew the Japanese word, but I forgot now. So, welcome again. What am I going to talk about? Well, I put in the title Big and Small Alters and Personality Systems. But first, I like to share with you, of course, the update on my inner process. By the way, I will post a picture of the full dress I knitted. And I got nice respondings from you, and also private messages. So thank you so much for the compliments. And I love the dress. I hear something. Oh, okay. Did I hear echoing? Maybe something. Let me see. Okay. Okay. I thought I heard something, but also welcome on Trovo. And thank you for the hosting also on Trovo. And I see on Trovo they are minutes behind. So I see now only grab my tea there. On Kik I am live. No echo, Yvonne? Oh, thank you so much. And Yvonne, shout out to you for always helping me out when you are here. So thank you so much. And that counts for everyone who helps me translate now and then. So to come back to the speech, I will just do it like at ease, just at ease. And what I realize is that the countdown, the timer, is now again starting at 2 hours. I don't get that, so I have to reset it, I guess. It's so nice that the clock you see there up. Current time, stream time. Select template. Is it this one? Why is it showing 2 hours and 21 minutes? I don't get it. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't understand why he says 2 hours and 21 minutes. It's weird. I don't get it. Oh gosh. 10 minutes. I am 10 minutes live, and sound is good, mic is good. Yeah, I'm 10 minutes live. I don't get it either. So I will now again maybe do it current time. Okay, I will do it like this. So, now you got the time. Alright, so then it's solved. So, about the dress, I realized, because I did rewatch a bit, because the chat went wrong in the, well, wrong. I mean, I know that most of you know that it's quite some work, technical work, to get everything running, because I do everything myself here, because I'm the only one sitting physically, of course, in my little studio corner, which is very narrow as well. So when I walk out to get my tea or something to drink, or I have to do something, then I walk in in between wires and a table. So it's really funny. But to come back to the dress, I was re-watching that live stream of which I showed you the dress, and that not that I'm ashamed of showing my measures, but the European measures I have is approximately 40 to 42 for my body shape. But the dress itself is for 44 size 46. So that is I had to a bit to correct that, because I later on realized, oh, I said it wrong, I am not that size. And it doesn't matter, because you're beautiful in every size you feel well with. But that you know that the dress is that the bodice here, I put it a bit too wide, so I made it a bit too wide. So next time when I make a knitting project, then I will make it a bit more narrow accordingly to my 40 size European size 40. So then and Yvonne says all is good. Alrighty, great. My process, you see me laughing, and I feel actually pretty great. I'm amazed by that, and at the same time I understand it, because as the title says, big and small, it is connected to what I also this week, but since this new year, are experiencing. That when I have a personality, who I still have new personalities who come to the surface, which I already explained that in some of my live streams, that I myself did not understand why is it that still new personalities come forward, while I know and I feel that I'm integrated, and I'm integrating, and I feel more whole and happy within more than ever. So I did not get that initially, and now I embraced it, that there still personalities can come to the surface, and that goes with a speed, with a speed I would never have imagined how fast I dig up one personality after the other, and I even remember more. I also remember more from a dear friend from England, who was a dear friend to me. It is amazing what is happening now in my life, and some things maybe will be revealed in the near future, or whenever the time is for that ripe and the right moment. But I can truly say that I am happy. But when personality comes forward, that is where I am confronted with lately, and specifically this week again, is that it drains me. So I am exhausted. Today also a personality I needed to guide, and that was in that 3 to 4 hour walk, and it was great. It was in one of my favorite cities, and I love that city, and it's so nice walking along the water, and I enjoy so much being also in the inner city of that city, with the canals and or the canals, which how is the pronunciation of canalen? Maybe you have an idea which city it is, but I don't mind if you know which city, but I let you guess. And I was so enjoying it, but meanwhile a personality came forward. And Elle says, I will translate it, else if you're okay. She says she greets everyone here. and not present this even because of, oh, that's sad news. Oh, maar gecondoleerd Els. And my thoughts go out to you and to the son of your sister who has passed away. So send you all lots of energy and comfort and healing, and that's sad. So yeah, it's part of life, but it's always sad, and specifically of course when it's someone near. So to come back to what I wanted to say was with that energy drainage, and I started to realize that because I'm integrating, and this is what I wanted to explain, that by the integration, it's like I am now complete me. So I have now my full thoughts, my full areas in my brain and in my body. Everything is now mine. There are no longer personalities who take over. And because it's a whole, when now someone comes to the surface who is a personality and was isolated, then that personality is in that whole area in me. So everything in me is aware and becomes aware, and also my whole body. And that is then the cause of that I then start to feel extremely tired. Well, when I was walking this afternoon, then I have my own way of deprogramming. So with my dear friend, and then I go in that part who was very feeling unhappy. And what was the cause of that? I had an earlier live stream of which I talked about that baking cookies triggered something. That cookie dough and the cookie programming of Joseph Mengele. And I'm still digesting and inner transformation of these former Joseph Mengele parts and altars. And I realized that they were extremely traumatized. And also this week I had also another trauma coming to the surface. Maybe I will say that, but I think I forgot on Twitch to add the audience settings so that I would talk about certain subjects which are vulnerable, like SA and SRA. And for the ones who I'm new to or maybe not so known with the terms, SA stands for sexual abuse, and for SRA is satanic ritual abuse, so that you know that. And in this way then also YouTube is not, YouTube is getting more strict. So I avoid then, if I say it too much, that my YouTube videos are being suppressed, which is already the case. And I complain about it a lot, but I just feel and I just know it is, because I see so many channels with far less videos and they have more subscribers. And it's not that I want more subscribers to like a game or like a contest. No, it's more that the feeling of that I always had the feeling I have a bigger reach than what I see. And then I let go, but it's also frustrating. So that's the only thing, because I'm also a human, and I'm glad I'm human, and I'm very honest in that. I would love to see my channels grow. So inkoppertje in Dutch, that is to make a bridge to please like, thumbs up, like, subscribe. It would be awesome. Thank you so much. En also with the likes, with the thumbs up, duim omhoog. Ja, ik word gewoon beter gezien op YouTube. Dus dat is gewoon een feit. Daarom vraag ik hem maar weer eventjes om. Dus dank je wel, hè. So thank you so much. Hello, Nobby. Good evening. And I saw also Delvertje enter the chat. Hello, Delvertje. Good evening. It's so nice of you all to see. And so what I bump into is what I said, that I am drained, so exhausted. And today I came across a personality who actually feels a lot. And I notice lately that I'm so have become more sensitive that the sounds. I was really figuring out specifically last day, like, is there something wrong with my ears? Because when I hear, for example, when I'm sitting here and I hear in the kitchen, which there is a wall in between, it's an open kitchen area, but there is a wall in between, and when there is something happening with cooking, or someone is preparing there something, and then I lately have that my ears almost ache of the sound, so that I feel it increased the sound. And now I'm trying to figure out, is my hearing, so my hearing, are my senses now so in a healing process that I start to feel it now in extremity of like never before? Or is it the normal sound, which is the average sound of everyone who can hear in general, and that I experience it as incredible loud? And it is, and even sometimes I seem to hear as if sounds, for me, appear to be even with a hollow, with an echo, with an amazing, that they are being increased with ja, how you say that increasity, hoe zeg je dat met een galm? Galm, yeah, not an echo, but a galm, so it increases. That's the only thing what I can say. Indeed, Yvonne, and the react button. Thank you so much, Yvonne. And thank you also for greeting to each other. That is so nice, and that's so great also on this live stream. So thanks for also, yeah, also of course, yeah, with Els, a lot of hearts come by as well. So this is actually what I started to realize. I was yesterday morning also live, but for some of you who maybe missed it, I will also do a short recap of, because yesterday I was so frustrated again. And I know everyone has that, and for sure with you all who are already now for years in the resistance. Like, and I still have this handkerchief, by the way, this farmer's handkerchief, because I stand behind the farmers. It's not done yet, and I stand behind the farmers, the fishers, but yeah, everyone who does hard labor and is being decreased in what they can do, and the freedom of, like with the fishermen and with the farmers. Yeah, but yesterday I was so frustrated, because I feel like this wave of coming from the east, in my opinion, is coming to the west. You know, this is what I've seen in that military base with the plans. Although I also know that things did not go along of what I already saw in the plans, that in 2022 that there already would be the signs of martial law in July, and that did not happen worldwide. So I'm glad, of course. So they obviously are behind with their agenda, and then the agenda of the deep state. But I was yesterday frustrated, and I felt such a power, fighting power, and I came also from extreme exhaustion, but I came also from the other extremity of how it was to, for everyone who did not know yet, but I did my first walk with a dog. Yeah, and I enjoyed it so much. And so that as well is happening, but at the same time I'm feeling that fighting spirit, and I mean in a peaceful way, so not a literal fighting spirit, but in a peaceful way, with my mind and with my going fully for, there needs to be a way that the people can unite, and then accidentally all at the same time, and then like one giant choir worldwide, that everyone says no to evil. And I still feel it. I'm so inspired, I'm so motivated to, that maybe is still possible, you know. And So that's why I lately again say no to evil, and I also will write it down, like let it be a hashtag, almost like say no to evil, and that it's not a calling up for resistance or something. It is what I think could be the solution to that we get again real peace and a true justice, system of ruling and guiding a country. It's guiding a country. Yeah? It's not. I don't believe it's about leading a country. It's about guiding a country together with the people, and that the people have the voice in primary. And it's for me for far too long the other way around. But you know what I mean. So I was yesterday, I felt great to go live, and today it still resonated in me. And Noble says, Roof, yeah, Roof. Hi, this doggy is a little dog from, it's not a year old, so it's pretty young and very playful. That's also nice. But yeah, this world, and at the same time I'm dealing with my healing process, my transformation process, and that takes all energy, physical energy. So I am still, now as well, right before I went live, I was so tired, and my dear friend was preparing a dinner, and that is so enormous. Great of her, then I have tears in my eyes that she sacrifices this Saturday evening for letting me live streaming, and she was there eating calm at the background, and I was here preparing, and I felt so drained and tired, and I asked God and the angels, like, please guide me, and I took some giant extra magnesium, because for me magnesium is, by the way, for me very very important to keep my levels up, and apparently that has got to do with my former personality split ups. So somehow I respond very well on magnesium, and 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 magnesium is just a natural, how you say that? Is it a superfood? I don't know, but it is amazing. Just simple magnesium, and I feel better. I feel more concentrated. I still feel the tiredness, but hello Jos, welcome. Hello on this good Saturday evening. So nice of you all to join. Nobby says herbs and peptides, no pharma here. Yeah, herbs and peptides. Yeah, herbs. Yeah, I'm totally of the natural way, and homeopathic stuff. I love it. I have many good experiences with that. So so let's see how tonight will go also with my energy, and I will then also say, okay, I have no energy left, so that it's just a shorter live stream. And that's one of the biggest changes in me, that I feel more grown up in that, and just like, okay, it's the way it is, and if I have no energy any longer, then I have no energy any longer. I'm also, for the people who were with Dana, also in the chat, or watched his latest talk with me here, there are still no updates, not breaking new updates on Chica, but I will of course immediately go live when I have something, and Dana also, we will just create something that we go live and then update you on the situation there in Japan, because it's I have a very strong attention to the East, and that is because I know about that code red wave from East to West, and I showed that is already I think 2 years ago that I started to talk about, like, lava, that I saw lava, like the drawing of which it looked like an animal, like an octopus, but also with with tentacles, with lava streams. And now also I'm following from a close the people in Iceland, underneath that one town, of which these eruptions were. And Grandavik, and my heart goes out to you all, and also even somewhere else, I forgot where it was, but also in India, I believe, or Indonesia, there was also an eruption going on. And I am very much intrigued by how the earth is responding. So, but I'm very close. Yeah, keep on studying also the countries in the east, like Japan, and also China. And you know why I have my eyes on China, because I know from the plans that that was yeah, the initial plan to, yeah, to imprison everyone, to enslave everyone. Yvonne, did you also take zinc? Oh, sometimes I do take that as well. Yeah, and I had, but that was also, yeah, that's also called a superfood. But I forgot of which I also respond very well. It grows in the June, and it's also just very organic and plant. So nothing artificial or drug-like thing. I stay far away from that, as you know. But that is down something with June, but I forgot the name. These are berries, very sour, and they grow in the Netherlands at the coast. And they are extremely, they have very, very, very great vitamins. But yeah. Oh, Jos says, sorry about last week. One of my younger sisters passed away. Oh, oh gosh. Yeah, of course I understand, Jos. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, gecondoleerd. My condolences to you and the family. But that is sad. She was 61 years old. Oh boy. It is yeah. It's part of life, but if it's your close family, then that's always very sad. That's quite young. She had a brain tumor. Yeah, I seem to remember you talked about it in an earlier live stream, Jos, if I seem to remember well. But yeah, again, my condolences, and also to Els, of course, if you're still listening. So, yeah. Gosh, yeah. Life and death. It's part of us being human, huh? And I fortunately know that life continues after the physical life is done, but then still I also miss still people I lost in the physical. So, and despite I know that they are happy in heaven now, but it's, yeah, gosh. And by the way, I have now just a normal cup of tea, no longer a weird thermos, because then I will prevent myself from a blooper that the tea is splashing in my face, and the tea is now cold, but it doesn't matter, it's okay. Jane, thank you for your question. How do you know when a new personality is presenting herself? Good question. How shall I explain that? First of all, I know because I can truly say I'm pretty experienced by now, and I use the technique called voice dialogue, short VD. And I learned it from the best, I must say, and I'm very grateful. I mentioned it a lot of times, but I came across literally angels, people who were to me like angels and who came at the right moment to guide me. And I also knew the founder of the voice dialogue. You should look it up, voice dialogue. That is someone in the Netherlands who invented that technique, and I knew him in person and so on, and a person who was close to him as well. So I'm very fortunate to have learned that technique. So when but to come back to your question as well, I then feel like this morning, that's an example. I wake up and I feel everything is fearful. Like I am now very, very enthusiastic about a new job which is related to music. And my old profession, yeah, teacher. But and that's not for a whole week. So, but it is on the first stages of this. But it is only ahead, that appointment. And I am experienced. I know from years ago how that goes, and it's just a bit looking up how in here and now you do that with, um, um, introducing yourself. So, and I do now for a couple of years live streaming. So I think everything will be will be going fine. But then I started to panic and freak out, and then as well that and my stomach. So all day I almost could not eat, and my stomach felt nauseated and full, and I was very stressed. And for me, it's the sign that someone is coming to the surface. For someone who has a so-called normal personality, could be that the stomach ache could be just that someone ate something wrong or something else. But I know, of course, that I came from MK Ultra, so I know I combine then my reactions and my responses. Plus, a very important thing is that the power of that I live for so long together with that dear friend here is she knows me inside out. That has advantages and it has disadvantages. But the biggest advantage is that she also mirrors when I am in another personality. So then she sees that I'm not in a behavior which she knows me of, like a mature, woman-like behavior. And it's in short, yeah, she knows me. So she knows me also with my behavior that something is wrong. And then I get that mirrored back. And then I start to investigate. And this is how we did during the walk, this voice dialogue technique, inner technique. And this is a bit in between, but I might go try out with small groups to introduce and to show how I do these sessions with myself. And then maybe for the people who are interested, that they then can join, and that is then with a small group online, only private, so not publicly, and that I then can maybe show some techniques. But actually I came to that idea because of my dear friend here who says how challenging it would be to show how I do a voice dialogue session. So maybe, but I told her, well, I'm not going to do that now publicly, full publicly, that doesn't feel right. But it was a great idea, so I hope yeah, it was a very extended answer, Jane, but I hope I answered a bit in that. And another alarm sign for me that there's really a new personality who's totally isolated is when I hear inner thoughts which are new to me, or inner fears which I already have overcome, like the fear for doing a talk with someone for a job. I mean, I'm not shy in talking. Maybe you understand that why I say that, but I can have my bad nights, and in the live stream I have my bad moments that I'm blocked, but I usually can. I am very social. This is, by the way, what is still for me almost shocking, because also last week when I walked the dog out, I met people. I had such great talks with people, and I am sitting here overall in the house, or I'm only in conversation with the other two people in the house, or occasionally with someone in the neighborhood, and further on someone in the shop. Or when I'm in that big city, then of course I'm at times also on the market talking to someone. But it amazes me how easy I just am social. So, yeah. Jos, your aura is good again and your spirit is also good, Ray. Ah, thank you so much, Jos. Yeah, I do feel that. Thank you so much. And I do feel tired. But yeah, 3 to 4 hours walk and then also transforming an inner part, an inner personality. That's hard work. And this is what I also was. Oh, something happens here with the wire. And that I also was talking about it with my dear friend here, also during that walk. That I had so many realizations that I almost got a bit sad, and not sad in a dramatic like way, but more sad in. I wish I could show how exhausting it is to deprogram and how it drains. Like today, and this is now, so I'm now over the fears for that first talk, or actually I'm a step further in that, but just getting going for that job, which I'm very enthusiastic about. So I'm now over these fears, but now I am so tired, and that I think, will I ever have energy enough to have a full working life again and to be full in life? And that is what I wanted also to talk about tonight, to explain how tiredness is being stored in several personalities. And it's also connected, by the way, to the bigger and smaller personalities. Hello, Richard McCann. I apologize, I only see you now. Welcome on YouTube. I hope you're still here. Welcome. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? And that counts for everyone. How are you all doing? And on Trovo as well. Welcome everyone. How are you all doing? And Strange, I see on Trovo. Oh no, I see there everything is running. And on kick.com, welcome everyone on Kick. I'm also on Kick. I love that word. There's most of the time not a lot to do. I see only one viewer, and that's myself. So, and I'm also live on Facebook, if I seems to have put it all right. And let me see. I should be live on my Facebook. Okay, wait. Let me check. I don't see the live. Does anyone see me on my personal page on Facebook? I don't see myself being live there. So it's good that I check. And I also put in the Vini, in infodelen and video news of Barry, and I'm live there. Okay. Alright, so everyone who is watching from in the Vini, join me via the bio.link down below, and come to Twitch or YouTube, and there you have all these beautiful kind people in the chat. And yeah, so that is the practical thing. So I check now all my channels. Yvonne, we are all getting energy updates from Mother Earth. That's true too. And this is an interesting subject because it's true, but to me it's very interesting how far can you have contact in that and let it in. And this is the bridge to bigger and smaller personalities. Delvertje says, I saw you on Facebook first. Okay, it's weird, I don't see anything happening on my Facebook. But, well, everyone knows by now that I have multiple channels, so... oh, it's live now. Yeah, I see myself being live. Okay. Fortunately. And thank you for the likes there. Thank you so much. And also for the people who are watching there. I'm grateful for all the support in whatever way for you is fitting. Okay, this is all right. So then I can let go. All right. Richard, I am getting ready to brave the cold. The kitties and I are doing well. Oh, thank you for the update on the kitties. Well, maybe you missed it, but I this week went for the first time walking with a dog, and not my own dog, but I am doing kind of, yeah, it's like helping out people who cannot sometimes let their dog out. And I always have to think about I posted a video. I still have to post it on TikTok because I am going for more increasing. You will possibly see me more live and uploading videos, and I have all kinds of ideas, but that I still want to do that on TikTok, and that I almost wanted to play that song, "Who let the dog out? Woof woof" or something, but I felt like that is so cliche. I'm not going to do that. But thanks to hear, great to hear that the kitties are doing fine, and yeah. So you're about to have also the cold and the winter, Richard, because I forgot from what part of the country you live. I apologize for that. I sometimes remember things where people live, but sometimes not. So I apologize for that. Delvin just says puppy walking. Yeah, puppy walking. Yeah, if you assign to my Telegram there, I posted a link to 26 seconds of me walking the dog. So, but I want to honor the privacy of the owners, so I did not post it publicly. And it's a link, so then you also first have to click the link. But I honor the owners. I don't want to intrude their privacy, and you don't see the owners, but I don't know how that works. How do people that I feel a dog, it could be anyone's dog, but I still felt like honoring the privacy of the people I let the dog out. So I think that's a good quality, isn't it? Better be over cautious than yeah. Jane says, very interesting answer. Oh, thank you so much, Jane. And I have other alerts. By the way, also my own inner behavior, which I feel is weird. And what I live here now with this dear friend for since actually I live already together from actually 2008. Yeah, 2008. But then I still have my own life, but I gave up my working life. But I worked for ING Bank. I worked for Delta Lloyd. I was an assistant account manager. I was a planner. I did everything. So, but that stopped past, specifically, that was only a bit to try to integrate again in the working life. But then I had to quit again because I could not, all these MK Ultra layers came to the surface. So the dear friend then told me like, and now you have to live with me because how can you otherwise stay safe? Because my safety was a concern, my physical safety as well, because I got attacked and I was threatened to be deprogrammed again, so reprogrammed again, I mean. So it's a whole complex story, my life, very, very, I can read, if I would write my story in books, then 12 books would not be enough. And I also think 12 books of 1,000 pages would not be enough. But Richard said, huge quake in Japan on New Year's Day. They sent exactly. Well, did you know, Richard, that Dana Durnford was alive last Saturday? I have uploaded his talk. Very interesting. Yeah, it's amazing. It's very sad. Yeah, the tectonic plate, and that they then place, yeah, these reactors. It's amazing that they do that. It is unbelievable. Jos is making cappuccino. 340 followers on Twitch. Oh, is that so? I didn't have to change the call. Wow. Oh, that is so amazing. I love it. I want to grow, and I will post more. And I feel it's like the same as yesterday. I am tired, but I am motivated. I am motivated to. I almost wanted to say to be maybe a part, or maybe a tiny part. That's also fine. Of that will happen. That standing up for the people. That the people will stand up peacefully, say no, like one giant choir. So I say that laughing, but I am very, very, very motivated. It's very cold here on the NYPA border. Is that New York? Or am I, am I totally wrong? Oh, I will not interfere with the conversation, Richard, to Nobby, but I was wondering what NY, that is New York, isn't it? Well, let me know. I'm curious from where you all are all from, and also from the people who might not dare to enter the chat. I know how it feels to not dare to write anything in the chat, but you're totally safe here with beautiful people who will greet you, and nothing will happen, and you can say only hi, only hi, ahoy, or hello. You're welcome to join, because I love to get to know you. So, yeah, to come back to these personalities of what is part of what is now coming to the surface, like with the Joseph Mengele and these deep traumas of him of last week. I had several incredible, deep, and also awful happenings, because very recent I was visited in my dream world by the leader of the demons himself, the Satan. The Satan. I'd rather not mention his name, but you know who I mean. And thank you, Yvonne. You're from North Holland, the Netherlands. Thanks for sharing. Nice to know. I did not know that yet, so you see, this is what I like. I like to get to know you. I truly am. So, to come back to what was I talking about? Now I forgot again what I was talking about. That's very handy, of course, being distracted by the chat, but that's fine. Richard, sorry, Ray. Yes, the New York. No apologies. I mean. I thought maybe there were more places with NY, but New York, Pennsylvania border. My apologies. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Nice. Oh, New York area. I was there also once. Well, a couple of times. And Washington DC. So, well. To go back to what I was talking about, and I lost my train of thought what I was talking about, so, but it will come back. And new follower, thank you so much. you got the full animation. Because I love it. I love you, new followers. So go away all. Welcome new follower. You mentioned meeting Scratch in your dream. Oh, Scratch, that's another nice, nice name for it. Thank you so much for the reminder. I know now what I was talking about. And Delwitje says I was born in Warmenhuizen, North Holland. Oh, I don't know that place, but what a symbolic name, Warmenhuizen. Warming houses, it's literally translated. That's someone in the Netherlands. But again, thank you for the reminder and welcome in the chat, Ghost of Sevens. So that this leader of the demons had entered my dream world, and I think it was it was yesterday when I did that other live stream. For anyone who likes to see my dress I knitted, I can show you as well again. But yeah, do I have to do that repetition? I will show you the dress I knitted in the whole inner process maybe later on if you like to see my knitted dress. But to come back to this visit of the leader of the demon himself, I talked about it yesterday as well, that I was confused because I started reading the books of a certain author, Stephen King. You know who I mean. And I was already avoiding his books for as long as I know that these books exist, and also the movie It I never ever saw. I did saw the movie The Stand, but that has got to do with also these Joseph Mengele personalities who were so drawn as well to the apocalyptic areas. And I was in the army, in the secret army, and in the Black Ops. I was traveling to the future and in the history, and there I saw dystopian societies and a dystopian Earth as well. So of course I was attracted to that story, The Stand. But it did shock me, that movie, and I was already grown up when I saw that. But It, I never dared to see it. And I'm really curious what you think. Do you read books like that? Because it's more a horror author, and I avoid horror things. But I was always drawn to one series of Stephen King, and it was the Dark Tower series. Well, I started, and I still recall it was on a Tuesday. I started to read the first book of the Dark Tower series of that author, which is called The Gunslinger. And I was only in the first chapters, and then I did my other things because my day goes far too quickly. So I don't know what happens, but my days go by like I have too shortage of time. It's very weird because I'm sitting the majority of times here in the house or go for a walk, but my daughter, my daughter, I see now here, my daughter, sorry, and because I watched the chat, that has nothing to do with that. So. But to come back to that, to the leader of the demon, I now see the connection, because I was confused about this rider. Was he now, because he also has a lot of knowledge about God. He knows a lot about God, but also a lot about the demons and about the leader of the demons. He describes the leader of the demons exactly as I recall him. Well, that Tuesday night, it was already early in the morning, and then it was in a dream state, but I was aware that this leader of the demons, Satan, and by the way, in between, hi Tineke Jessie, welcome to this live stream. So that I, in the dream state, was visited by this leader of the demons, and it started with that it's literally like they show you in the movies, like a wind, and you see the drapes of the curtains go, and then you see it, then you feel a draft. These characters feel a very cold draft, an eerie draft. That's how this leader of the demons enter. So this leader of the demons entered with these drafts, and these drafts show also as black drafts. Very cold, but this draft was circulating me, like wrapping me in, and I felt numb. I could not move. I felt stiffened. I could not move, and I could not scream, and I wanted to scream, get out, because you have then to clearly voice you're wanting him to get out. And he kept holding me, and then he he used his voice, and I heard his voice, and it was like a 1,000-watt speaker was enhanced with the sound, and with a giant enhanced and very, I saw the word come by in English, but it's like not an echo, but it's a giant resonation of that sound, like Darth Vader, but then 1,000 times percentage enlarged. And I heard his voice and I recognized him. It's really himself in person. And I saw him as a black creature, and I recognized him with the stickiness of his skin, and he had his tentacles like you see. Yeah, it looked almost like tree trunks, all these veins, etc. And he tried to grasp me, and he wanted to get me back into his arms and into his realm, and he wanted to take me to his realm behind the black matter. I know there is maybe a confusion about black matter, but for me black matter is the darkness where Satan lives. Now I did mention his word, but his name, but I'm not scared, and dear people in the chat as well, I am not scared, okay? And I protected this chat, and I knew that I was going to talk about it, so, and I have my protection measures, so energetic protection, so nothing will happen to you, because I took care of that. I'm for sure, and we're all being guided and being protected by angels, because I invited them all to protect us. So it took a while before my scream got voice. And this is why voice, and this is why I mentioned say no to evil. Speaking out, and the word no. And I said, no, get out. I said literally, get out. And I could scream, and I heard myself scream. And then I woke up. And I was exhausted, and later on, actually only yesterday evening, that I started to realize, oh my gosh, and also thanks to the talk with a dear friend, like, I realized that book triggered me, that book, and that book which I wrote, The Gunslinger, caused it, or invited maybe this leader of the demons. So I myself also fall in traps, or in booby traps. I am human, and I also make mistakes. I think it was a mistake to start reading that book. What I did was that I have a Kindle, and I do love the paper books, but yeah, they're pretty expensive, and with the Kindle I can just read in my bed, and I can enlarge it, because my eyesight is very bad. So I started to embrace the digital e-books. Yes, I am. I admit I was against it, and now I have a Kindle for a bit, and yeah, it is. I love it. Yeah. I thought I would never say that, but I love a Kindle, so, or e-reader. It does not have to be Kindle, but anyway. So I put on it all the whole book series of that series of Stephen King and other books of Stephen King. So I felt now like, oh my gosh, I now put them all off. I now offload them. So, oh man. Jane, you were talking about your Satan dream. Yeah, exactly, Jane. Yes, I talked about it with you, and yeah, I hope I can say that. But yeah, also thanks to you, I realized, oh man, I was really doubting, because I was fallen for what is being created, like, because he does know, I see it, he does know God as well. And that was for me the confusing thing about Stephen King. And I'm very curious if you, who maybe watch that later on, or in the comments below on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever I'm live, and it stays uploaded, I love to hear in the comments from you who watch this or rewatch this, what are your thoughts on it? Are you a Stephen King, do you appreciate his books, do you read his books, or do you also feel confused, or what happens to you? But I was shocked to realize that I was fallen into a kind of trap. It's so weird, it's so bizarre, but yeah, that happens too, of course. And I learned from my mistakes, and I want to learn from my mistakes, so it's fine. And still, I feel somewhere from within that I want to continue reading, because it is the search for the Dark Tower. I will not do any that I now let go of too much what is in the books for the people who still are reading it, but man, it is a kind of temptation, or a kind of addictive radiance in these books. I'm very intrigued. Richard says, yes, Ray, I don't watch movies or television or any horror books. It's a way to let evil into my life, I feel. Okay, thank you for sharing, Richard. Nobby, we know, they know, we know. Yeah, I understand what you mean, Nobby. So that was the one thing, what was an advantage of the visit of this leader of the demons, was that I heard his voice, and that never ever happened in all my years of deprogramming. I knew him in person from all the rituals and stuff, but now he talked to me in person, and it was so impressive, I should say. And one thing what I also recall of that night was I was not scared, but I was overwhelmed and impressed. That was the better word for it. And I learned from it, of course. And I also feel it as how real my life was in these rituals as well. Because every muscle, every nerve in my body remembered him in the rituals. And there's one thing what he might have tried is because I dug up that same Tuesday, when I also read that Gunslinger book of Stephen King, that I also dug up a Joseph Mengele part, who was, she called herself the galactic part, and she has a lot of knowledge from the galactic and also from being in space and with these black ops, but also with the energetic part of it. So she's very important in me, and a part of feeling, the feeling essence in me. So I think that the leader of the demons tried to attempt me to go back in his arms. And another thing is that the leader of the demon never succeeded in marrying him. So I did sign a book because I was a mother goddess, I was a mother of darkness, and I was a black widow, and I was in the rituals, pretty high up. And I'm not saying that with pride, but I was just with presidents and with royalty and with the elite. So I was in the highest levels, as they call it, and I was coming from 2 hidden bloodlines. So I was very much loved and very much, they wanted to keep me also, to reserve me also for the elite, if you know what I mean. So I'm not proud of it, but it's what I know also was the reality. And to drink my essence or star seeds. Maybe some of you did hear about star seeds. If someone calls herself or himself a star seed, then I'm immediately alerted to, is that someone who came from MK Ultra or Monarch programming. So, but so I did have, I'm very honest in that I did sign in blood that book as Mother Goddess, but I never married Satan. And that's the power, I think, of which I'm strong and still alive. That's one of the basic things why I am still here and I can do my story, which I sometimes also wonder. I know I get the question like, yeah, why do so many other MK Ultras are dead, or are even when they are younger and they don't survive? Yeah, maybe it's my special mission for God. I know who I am in the essence. I know who I am in the origin, and maybe that is also part of it, of which I don't want to reveal too much. But uh, and who knows? Maybe it will all be be clarified for the ones who do not believe me, and it's fine if you do not believe me. But yeah, maybe this year will be the year that yeah, something will be revealed about who I am, which I'm craving for as well. I'm longing for living my full identity, and I'm eager to step into that certain, yeah, origin, role, purpose, goal. Uh, so I will check the chat. Nobby, we were all just two cells. Now look. Yeah. Delvetje, did he never speak to you before when you were in the deep state life? Yes, he was. But in the deprogramming years, he tried also to enter my dream world with the same draft. And this is what they do very well in movies. A lot of these directors know very well who Satan is, or the leader of the demons, or Lucifer, and how it works, how he enters, how he can enter, and that draft. But yeah, I know, that's why I even knew on a deeper level that it was himself in person. That was the amazing, the immense thing, what I felt days after still resonating in me. How true he was here. But that is, for me, I was so alarmed. Like, how I should level up my protection, which I did. So, and I'm now more cautious in when I go to sleep and what I read. So, and I'm now reading no longer the books of Stephen King. So, maybe it could also be a kind of a warning for everyone who starts to read Stephen King. Be aware. But I don't want to offend anyone or the author, because he is extremely talented. And as I said, he knows God as well. And that keeps on intriguing me. Tja. Richard, I enjoy breaking out of the usual patterns of behavior, yet I do not so much as I age. Jos says, I know, but I protect more people I know. I also see a lot of spiritual events, Delvetje. Ah, that's true, Delvetje. Yeah, Jos, you're amazing too, and many others of you. I mean, I feel protection from, that's also interesting. That's the other side of the darkness. Lately, I see, when I'm specifically in my bedroom, that was also last week, that I suddenly saw from the corner of my eye, I saw a totally white light being. It was so beautiful. And it was almost like this being was half in me and was there to protect me, and it was a female energy. So, and it felt like an angel and pure white light, and I saw it with my physical eyes. So I feel that I am growing. I'm growing also in my spiritual being, and I'm so eager to grow more and more in that. So I'm craving for the day to come that the purpose of which I deep within know what is my purpose, that will be shown, and physically my original radiation, actually, that will literally radiate and be shown. That's my deepest wish. I see now names come by. That's I don't. Something about the name Delvertje, and okay, that one too. Well, maybe I did mention, of course, the word Satan, Satan, but I please, can I ask you not to mention too many names? I mentioned the author because he is a world famous author, and maybe not mention too many names, and I cannot judge about it, but these names don't ring a bell in me. Talking about ring a bell, I still wanted to maybe it's not well known, but to come back to my YouTube, and if you are subscribed, can I ask you to check regularly if you are still subscribed, and that you push that bell and that you see the bell with the all notification. So I will do that now also in Dutch. Dus bij die notificaties, als je geabonneerd bent, YouTube laat soms het abonneren weg. Dus dat hij gewoon het abonneren weer gewoon niet abonneert, zeg maar. Maar ook is het belangrijk dat als je je geabonneerd hebt, dat je dan op alle notificaties drukt. Als je echt wil zien, alle notificaties dat ik live ben. Het is natuurlijk niet een moeten, maar dat je dat even weet bij deze. Dankjewel voor dit praktische stukje. So this was a bit of This was a bit of Dutch. So I had extremities this week, next to, of course, walking the dog out, and maybe a job, which I do like as well, but that includes as well that I start up my education. So I also am planning to add to my diploma of the conservatory, to add also the higher diploma for teaching. I'm so excited about it, but yeah, I'm not sure if it really, there are so many things happening at the moment in my life. And Delvertje says, I met her once at the bookshop at a signing session. She had a nice doggy, but no warmth from her. Okay, and I guess they are also horror writers, because I believe the horror writers, but it counts also for, I find it very interesting subject, because when I was younger, I was so involved in these science fiction books, and then also the books of which had harsh sexual scenery, and I skipped these harsh sexual scenery, but the storyline I loved. And I also, looking back, feel now that my programming in me, which, I mean, me being what Joseph Mengele said, education, with my SA and SRA education and programming, enslavement, that was also a kind of addiction to this sexual behavior, which was, by the way, not in the front life, but of course in my hidden life, because in the front life I thought I was a virgin. I'm honest, I really thought I was a virgin, and I could not meet men. And when I met men, or when I was a bit younger, met boys which I liked, and then I was too shy to approach them. So I always thought that I was a virgin. and I always hear when I say that I hear a certain song which was like a virgin, and that song was used in my programming as well from that famous singer. So some remains still come by the way, also when as a reminder almost of that I was programmed also with a lot of song text, song lyrics of famous people, which I also knew in person. Also their shadow side, unfortunately. It is so sad also with Hollywood and with the whole music industry and dance industry, and the model industry is heavily polluted. Jos, I also feel the growth in my spiritual work, and I know that we still have a lot of work to do, Rae. Yeah, exactly, Jos. And this is what I so often say, that I am a positive being. I am very positive and looking forward to our new humanity. But I'm very aware of how still tough, energetic work there is to do, and inner shadow work, but also outer shadow work. It is, yeah, it is an amazing time for the world, but also still very tensed, I feel. And to me, it expresses in all these volcanoes, which are very, like in Iceland, it's a very cruel eruption, and also what the people have to undergo, what the mayor and oh man, and I think like even in Iceland there is that certain government style. My heart goes out to these people as well. Like the people are the ones who actually lead the world and should lead the world, and they keep the world turning, eh? I mean, it's not the commanders, it's not the people who order things, who sit behind the desk. No, it's the people who do the work. And that's, I find that very, for me, very important to say that often. Like, yeah, I'm very driven. I'm very driven for that. Say no to evil. It's I'm so done with these countries who suffer, like Japan and whatever you think. If that Chica plant is gone, it's obvious that it's being suppressed around the Chica nuclear power plant. Why are there no pictures? I mean, of how the state is of that nuclear plant, and that counts for China as well. These poor people are so being numbed down to total survival, and I see it's the model country for going to the West. So I feel so strongly. Let's all say no to evil, just very spontaneously, very accidentally, and in a peaceful way. That would be something. And that God, the Creator, or how you want to call it, Allah, which is all law. I love that, all law. That is the law of the people of God, the Creator, who is flowing through us, and that we can create such beautiful things, and not the leaders who say what we have to do. I understand there is needed a certain guidance or a certain leadership, and that some people have qualities in that, but it's the way how it's being done. And I'm totally done with it. Just done with it. And that's just my own opinion. I could be wrong. I have to say that for the TOS and for my own safety. And yeah, I could be wrong. It's just my own thought. It's just an idea. And always peacefully, I will not ever go into violence, because I know from a close, violence will not bring anything. Because I did try to protect, I talked about it, yeah, maybe one time earlier in a lifetime, that one moment my programming broke, or had a breakdown, when my child was being tortured at the cross, and I stormed forward, and two giant guards who were standing in front of that cross, and I did a chop with a knife, with a dagger I took from the guard, and I chopped in his wrist. I know it sounds very harsh, but I know this is why I will never go into violence. I know it will bring nothing. It should stop the violence. Delvertje, violence can never bring peace, only more violence, yes. And even, maybe that sounds weird, but in that example of defending myself, like I know, like defending, of course, it's very my own nature as well to defend the people I love, and I think I have the right to. But the primary thing is, it was never the solution, because I've seen it, and it feeds over and over, reaction, action, reaction, and that reaction is again action, and then you get again reaction. So it's you throw over the ball, and then the ball bounces back, and then back again, and it's a never-ending story. And that's maybe a wrong image, but let me see. Should I go for a break? Yeah, let's take a break. I am going for a short break, dear people, but I'll be back. And please comment, show me your comments, what your thoughts are on it. And the only thing what I ask is prevent mentioning names, please. Because that is not only for my own safety, but also for yours. It's better not to mention names. Delvertje, I make new tea. Yeah, I will pour in new fresh hot tea. I will play a song. Copyright free music from Facebook. Facebook has amazing copyright free music. I love it. And I will grab now the streamer for the break. It goes pretty okay with my energy. I do feel tired, but I'm also love to talk about all these subjects with you, about the world, and I will do that more often, and it will be then related to the subject I'm talking about. But I realized that I love the spontaneous talks, and yeah, that is how I like it. So I'll make it smaller. Okay, short break. Okay. Here it is. Delvertje says red bush, wintertime. I have yogi tea. I love the yogi tea. Yogi tea, if you want to have promotion. No, I'm kidding. I love yogi teas, and I have now the Christmas tea, and it's amazing with ginger, fresh ginger. It's amazing, ginger. Richard, here I go into the great white north. Peace and love to all. All right, you have to go, Richard. Well, thank you for joining. See you next time. Okay, I will grab myself fresh tea and we'll play a song. Unity. I forgot how it sounds like. It's too long ago, but here's the song Unity. Very fitting, I think, for Say No to Evil.
From any move down to Boshogo, we got spread this news like a motto. We got the party, peace and love we are preaching. That make man your best. When we say unity, and the go from a Bible down to Sokoto. From any move down to Boshogo, we got spread this news like a motto. We got the party, peace and love we are preaching. That make man your best. Enough of killing and bombing our nation. Already for progress and destruction. When we stand to your feet, no separation. When we say permanent peace in our nation. Makiti, Bamuzu, Marai. Kusomo had the time to Nani. Abunda Alaba, Yasu, Nai. Machan to the top, Zamoi. All we need is one love. All we need is one love. Type up love from the skies above, where we feel up me hot and dance to me move. All we need is one love.
I love it. All we need is a love. It is true. Strange music, says Delvertje. I love it. I love a bit. It is a bit. How do you say that? Awkward music, or a bit. It is funny music. Native hip hop. We need also a bit of joy in the world. I mean, that's very important too. I mean that.
everything goes soon better. Don't see na the coco. From a pine down to Sokoto, from Enugu down to Kosoko, we got spread this news like a motto. We got the party, peace and love, we are preaching.
Peace and love. Yeah, peace and love. Yeah, it's reggae, huh? Is it reggae? It is reggae a bit, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe Delvertje, you are now relieved. Je bent misschien opgelucht nu. Het gekke lied is weg. And Tineke Jessie, it's totally fine. I mean, I don't know these persons. Only one I seem to remember, but yeah, it's fine. It can happen. I also sometimes, occasionally mention a name. So, and of recent, I also say openly Joseph Mengele. So, but I realize with him, it's fine. So one other song, and then I will continue. Which one? Magic Island. I forgot which one that is. Oh. Alright, I'm heading for, because I noticed that more often when I am doing a break and then after the break then my energy drops. It's very interesting. Maybe someone in me starts to relax and then my energy drops, but okay. Delvertje says, can you hear me all very well? while the music is in its last few seconds, I saw an interview with H. I know who you mean, the survivor. This week she's a survivor too. She concluded that real love would end the circle of evil. That's true. And I like not to add, because I understand it of course fully. For me it was always the case, but first embrace the evil even if that is inside of you, or the shadow. I mean the shadow, embrace the shadow. That needs to be dealt with as well, to see the shadow and to dare to see and embrace the shadow. But that is my own addition. That is what I feel is, no, I don't want to be a preacher, but in my opinion it is about seeing evil and knowing it's there and embracing that it's also there, but it might also be still inside of us from past lives. And I believe in past lives, and that it needs to be solved, and then love can enter, and then love can radiate and spread. That is my opinion. But of course I totally understand her, so I will not touch on her words, because I fully agree. And I know her. I've seen other videos of hers. Yeah, she's great. She puts it all also in the world. She has a voice, strong voice. So that's great. And it's more and more coming to the surface. People are speaking out more, and that is fantastic. Jos, I do not have the gifts to teach people to meditate, but I can help them with spiritual powers, which is why I often include people in my meditation. For example, like you, Rae. Yeah, I know that, Jos. I sometimes seem to feel it even. So, but yeah, it's much appreciated. I know you do that with a lot of respect and love. Yeah, you know that, you feel that. I appreciate it, and me too. I also do it daily, and actually also for the whole world. And when then I'm aware of, I do sometimes, I call it myself spiritual, not experiments, that's not the right word, but for example in Iceland with this lava flow underneath this Grindavik, that my heart goes out, and then I know it, and then I try to put energy there to try to temper the volcano flow. I'm not talking about that often, because it is, I know more people do that and send energy to that and try to change the trail or change the tension. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Ivona, people have to do inner work, in my opinion, to come further in life, and also to in case of when having a family, that it also even has a positive influence on the family. I did so much energetic work with healing one person, and then a few weeks later, then I saw this friend who I healed upon, and then she said, it's amazing, I have suddenly more contact with, for example, her son or her daughter, and that is amazing. And this is one of the most beautiful work ever, and I do it a lot, and even without it other people know, and that's my second nature. It is who I am, and I'm not talking about it a lot, because I think, like, should I it's so presenting like, oh, I heal so many people, but I do. And my dear friend here, and the other person here, and some other people who know me, know that is true what I say. But yeah, it's a bit balancing what I present in that into the world or not. So I apologize. Suddenly my throat is responding. So the subject what I also wanted to talk about, and that goes, yeah, actually in the fluent way of tonight. So thank you all also for the people who might have joined or maybe in the break have joined. That for me there was also a lot of insight, specifically this year, in having dealt with a lot of younger and little personalities, that I realized that they were overall all female. As you know, I have also memories with my Black Ops, and that I was in space, and I have flashes, and it's for me still not a whole full circle in that with my memories, speaking of my memories. And you know that I long to have that complete, and I know also that time will tell if I'm allowed to be remembering it as a whole. But what happened last week only was that a part of which my male my male side was closed off, because yeah, a lot happened. I know I was attacked in the night by the leader of the demons. I see now more with my visual eyes, like that beautiful white light being, and all kinds of things are happening in my life now. Also, my looking for a job, more giving more contents, like with walking a dog. But what I also found out was that I came across, literally, I saw it like a brick wall in my mind, and this brick wall was. Do you know that, well, the majority of you know possibly these Harry Potter movies and books, of course. And you see then that, I think it's called Agony Alley or something, but it is that alley, that secret alley, and then you see in the movie, you see these walls and these bricks then move, and then that wall splits up in that you can walk into that secret alley. I mean, is it alley or ally? No, ally is something else. Alley, I apologize. I think I'm getting tired with these shops where Harry then could buy his magic wand and the owl, etc., etc. And this is how this wall in me showed itself, like a brick wall, and then I suddenly saw it move out of the way, and then there is my male energy. So now I can only flow and feel what is my male energy. And I share a lot in these live streams about how I crave for, I feel an intense longing to do workouts, and I do walk a lot, so in nature, and now of course with the dog as well, with the doggy. But I longing for doing really workouts like you do in sports centers and with weights, and not in over exaggeration. But I'm longing for a certain action in my body, and until now I still did not achieve that. So with this male part in me, I might be opening up in that. So I'm very curious if that maybe also causes my incredible tiredness, because I'm now live for how long? It is now 9:15. It is only 9:15, and I began the live at 7:30, so I'm now 1 hour and three quarters live, 45 minutes. And that I feel this male energy could be the key to regain my sports activities. And it's interesting because I'm now talking about my male energy, and I feel that I slow down. So my head is getting more and more tired, more drowsy. And I recalled that Jane asked me the question, how do you know when new personalities come to the surface? Well, this is what happened in earlier live streams when I mentioned about a mental block. And now I feel again someone responding. And that is interesting to say that just out loud as when it happens, when it just happened. So I started to talk about that wall and the male energy, and I feel incredible tired, and my eyes are dreary. This is what I also have to deal with, by the way, this week. I don't know exactly what it is, but that you don't see it, but this underneath my eyes, every morning when I now wake up, I have huge, drewy eyes, you know, with, hoe zeg je dat, druiloog? Nee, hoe zeg je dat nou? Zo'n wallen? Wat is wallen in het Engels? What is having these wallen onder de ogen in het Engels? I am going to look it up. I'm sure maybe some of you also are going to look it up, but I want to know. Wallen onder de ogen. What is called in English? Translate it. Oh, translate. Translate it in English. I'm curious. Jos says, yes, I know Harry Potter films and I have also read books. Yeah. I talked about Stephen King, and I'm very mixed about Harry Potter books because I loved it. Bags under the eyes, or puffy eyes. Puffy eyes could be too, yeah. Hey, Jessie, thank you for the hearts. Yes, if you do the emotes specifically on Twitch, then you get the animation going on. So, bags under the eyes. Maybe it's called eye bags, and not only eye bags, but also that the eyelid, I think that's the right word, but it feels heavy lately. So that I feel when I see myself in the mirror in the morning, then I feel my face is out of balance. And you don't notice it probably, but I myself do notice it. And the confrontation was that these bags under the eyes felt like in triple, and specifically my left eye, which is, yeah, I'm of course mirrored with you all, talking mirrored, but for my left eye, that there is a bit light spot and it feels like fluid or air. So maybe it is part of that my male energy is now released, but that also releases other yeah, I think a new personality, to be honest, to what I feel now in my inner reactions. But for me it's incredible confronting, because with these Mengele little personalities who I have to deal with, they find it awful that they wake up in a 50-plus-year-old body. And by seeing myself in the mirror in the morning with these bags under the eyes, I hope it is the right word, because what is the translation of wallen onder de ogen in English? Maybe it is bags under the eyes. Is that really an expression? But yeah, I let go. You know what I mean, also the people from abroad. It's when you wake up very tired and it's dreary and it's swollen. And I hate it. So I am confronted with to come back as well to what I transformed and integrated this afternoon, was also someone who hated growing old and physically getting old and seeing the signs of older and being in an older body. And yeah, I know it's maybe a sensitive subject but maybe for some of you it's totally fine. But for me, I had today and this afternoon really the feeling of I want to do so much still, and now I'm already 50 plus, and I don't want to be 50. I want to be 50 plus, but not in the physical appearance that I am getting older. And I want, what are your thoughts on it? How do you feel in that? Because I came with these little personalities. That is actually what I wanted to say with that big and small, also in the title. like for these personalities who, of late of Mengele, they were from 5, 6 years old to maybe a younger teenager, and suddenly they are living for their experience inside of a grown-up body, but not only a grown-up body, also a body who has wrinkles and is getting older. And I don't like it. And I could be influenced by these personalities in me, but I'm so I find it amazing how people who do get older, that they can look still young without having these surgical stuff. I mean, it's not that I want that plastical surgeon. I loved nature. And by the way, I only do makeup with my eyes, eyebrows. I did it my whole life, and lipstick, and that's it. So I have no creams. I use no creams on my face. Now, I know many people say, you have to use lotion for your skin. And I don't. I never do. So, yeah, the secret maybe of that my skin feels very soft. So, and I never use any cream. So, but still, I don't like growing old. Jules, I often have eye grease in the corners of my eyes, which is really bad, and sometimes I can't see anything. Oh, yeah, is that why? Is that I almost wanted to say egg white, but it is eyelid in the eyes. I have that bit whitish thing in the eye corners. Maybe it's the same, but it's not nice, no. Yvonne, put some used tea bags on your eyes. Is that really helping, Yvonne? I do know about it, but that remedy. But I always felt like, is it true? I know of cucumber. Put slices cucumber on your eyes, but I do get more and more the advice, but from people who do not know me from really well, because I never use any creams. I don't use eye cream, nothing. No lotions, only for my hands, sometimes lotions, but further on, no, nothing. And all organic stuff like shower gel. It's all based on plants and organic from the organic shop, fully organic. So no chemical stuff, nothing. Never put glasses on in front of a mirror at 50 plus. Never put glasses on. Oh gosh. Yeah, what type of glasses? Because if I wear my glasses and then I have put off my lenses, then my eyes look very small, very tiny, like we call it shampooed glazen. I have shampooed glazen, that thick I have. Nobby says, look what happened to Michael, MJ. Yeah, this. But yeah, he's a very special person. It's I will not go into that because I know many of you might not even believe me, but I knew him in person, and he's an amazing man, and he will always be the most amazing friend I ever had. A buddy, though. Yeah. He had reasons for that it happened. That's what he did. I can do a whole live stream about that, but it's a vulnerable subject because I knew him in person and I love him and I miss him. But yeah. Nobby Noble, 60-year-old woman, Florida, visits her plastic surgeon and says, we gotta do something with his face. It's getting a bit saggy. Doc examines her, says, I've got perfect solution to this. we're gonna install a dial in the back of your head, and every time you're feeling a little loose in the face, give the dial a quick tighten. She agrees and is very pleased. Oh gosh. 2 months, it's a whole story, Nobby. 2 months later she returns and says, Doc, I've cranked the dial until it can't crank no more, and I've got these huge bags under my eyes. Doc examines her for a while and says, Mrs. Those aren't bags. Of course. Under your eyes, those are you. Oh, I will not mention that out loud for the toss. Okay, I don't get the last sentences, Nobby, but maybe I'm not so well in the certain language. But yeah, for everyone who wants to read it, it's you can rewatch it. Yvonne, I once had swollen eyes from the sun, and with the tea bags it was gone in half an hour. Ah, well, I will for sure try. Is it also important what kind of tea bags, what kind of tea, or is it used tea bags? Because then I think if it's used tea bags, then the energy is out of it. That's what I feel like. It's the same with onions. Do you also notice that, like if you cut an onion in half, and the other half you put away, the onion drains bad energy. So if you want to have negative energy quickly out of your room, then put half an onion, cut it in half, and then put it somewhere in a corner. But there's one disadvantage: it smells. So that's not so great. But yeah, they also can replace it, of course, with the glass and put some water in it, salt in it, I mean, and put it in the corners. That's also draining negative energy. Those are a bit measures. Nobby, looking in the mirror, is watching Death at Work. Yes, cucumbers are good for your eyes if you don't have enough eye fat. They make your eyes a bit wet again. Ah, cucumbers. Yeah, I will try it. Yvonne, it was early grey tea. Richard says, I was listening, Ray. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, Richard says, Nobby, go to your room. Lots of laughs. Yeah. Thank you, Richard, for you put on a bit of moderator role. Yeah, I know Nobby by now, so it's a kind of humor. So I can appreciate certain humor as well, so it's fine. Tineke Jessie, are you drinking other tea? No, I'm drinking still the Christmas tea of the Yogi tea, the Yogi brand Christmas tea, and then with ginger. That's what I'm drinking. Yeah, it's 9:30. Nobby says, Richard, I'm trying to join in the conversation about makeup and stuff. Yeah, well, thank you for your attempts, Nobby, and joining in. Yeah, Tineke Jessie says, that is awesome. Richard says, I would be worried about tea stains under my eyes, Ray. Yeah, you would. Yeah, well, would tea stains be remained? Is that what you mean? That that it would, maybe it would be a natural skin. Maybe it then I would be not so pale any longer. Maybe I'm pretty pale myself. Yeah, you don't see me a lot in real life, but I'm pretty pale. Because I hardly come outside, but next to that, I am pale. I'm a pill person. Oh, yeah. Jill says, another point that is good for older people, take zinc pills. Your own body does not produce it itself. That is why older people get sick more quickly. And zinc helps with that. Thank you for that tip and info, Jos. I'm gladly we'll try it out. Yeah, we have so much things in the house, all organic and on plant-based stuff, very good quality. And I have another member here in the house who is working in that circuit. So, how do you say that? It is just the environment of, how do you say that? What superfood. I'm amazed by that name, but superfood. I know a lot about that too because I know someone close who works there. So. And that has a lot of advantages too. I learned a lot about vitamins and natural stuff. Besides that, I also feel in the energy if I need it, because an overload is also not right, in my opinion, to take in an overload. Nobby says, Lurch out of the Addams family has black tea stained eye bags. Yeah. Well, I think they are more charcoal because of the makeup, Nobby. I get cold, so I have to put on my vest. I have to arrange something, I will put on my vest. Ugh. I'm cold, suddenly. My beautiful vest, my beautiful vest, a bit flower power, but I get cold suddenly. What is that? My body temperature is changing. So yeah, here you see Rae in the cramped little studio corner is putting on her vest. Oh gosh, this will be the blooper of the year already. Trying to fit my vest. Oh gosh, why am I doing this in a live stream? Why don't I put that break screen? Why am I just continuing putting on my vest and you all can see me doing live struggling with my vest? Well, that's me. That's Rae. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm more in a light-hearted chat mode now, and I do feel tired, so I might go offline a bit earlier than usual. And you know of me that I usually am the majority of times 10:30 that I quit, but I might go earlier, quitting the live stream because I'm tired. So, but yeah. Ugh, cold, got the shivers. Delvin, you would not be glad to have 2 brown squares on your eyes. No, I wouldn't, no. Richard, yes, localized tan. Oh yeah, a tan. And you have also the spray tans that you can... So, I could do that, but you would not recognize it. You would not recognize me. I say it, you would not recognize me as Rae any longer. I would not be myself. I would not feel myself any longer. Like, I would have lost myself, I think, with a tan spray. And I watched of recent a series when I was in the tired modus, when I was in the time that I had to skip and cancel live streams. And then I was watching Strange Addictions. Do you know that series? And it was so, intriguing. These strange addictions. I forgot what I wanted to say, but there was also, someone who was addicted to tanning, to tan in these specific facilities. Richard McCann, Mountain Dew must have lots of zinc. Mountain Dew. Oh, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is not that healthy, I believe. Or am I wrong? It is, I recently heard something about it and it had, I don't know why, but nah, I have to dive into that. It's Mountain Dew. I think it has a lot of bad stuff in it, if I seem to recall well. Nobby says Yorkshire pudding and bacon superfoods. Sounds great. Sounds very nice. Say a Rae moment. Oh gosh. Yeah. You can better say a Rae blooper, Thea. Dat kun je beter zeggen, hè? Een Rae blooper. Maar ja. So, everyone is a bit in the comical mode. Me too. And I let go of a bit of the serious subject. Are there questions, by the way, about what I talked about? Are there questions about? Because I did go live yesterday. I thought I still wanted to talk about something of what I also mentioned yesterday, and to add something, but I don't think this is the right moment. But yeah, oh, I'm so cold. But yeah, I because of what I went through today, and even did that long walk, I still have to do my dinner, and this is an example of my time feels too short. My days feel too short. So I skipped dinner because I wanted to prepare a nice background for you all and for myself, because I love light. I love creating a nice atmosphere for the live stream. And the white walls are not helping me either with the lighting, because I then even am more shiny white. So Sunbeam Sting, hey Sunbeam Sting, welcome. Mountain Dew has double in the sugar as Coca-Cola and has colors in it that are chemical and are banned in Germany. That's why Mountain Dew is banned in Germany. Yeah, exactly. There is, and also that people even use Mountain Dew in chemical experiments, and that it's nasty stuff. Don't drink it, dear people. Do research on what's in it, in Mountain Dew. Yvonne, avocado has healthy fat, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Yeah, that's right. I love avocado. Avocado and rice. Sushi with avocado and nori. Wow, I'm a fan of sushi. You can wake me up with sushi. With sushi and pizza. These two I love. Oh. And then the Japanese sushi, not with the sugar in it, but as it originally in the tradition was made without sugar, because you have that sugar-like taste in sushi. And do you recognize what I mean? That sweetness is sushi, and it's not the original sushi. I don't like that. But yeah, they put sugar in everything, I believe. Sunbeam Sting, hi Rae, so there is your answer. Yeah, thank you so much. Also for joining the chat. Nice to see you also again. Thea, even wat bewegen om warm te worden. Tenen omhoog en naar beneden. Armen omhoog, armen opzij enzovoort. You see me doing that here in this tiny space here. Then another blooper will for sure happen. Then this will, I get bruises, I think. But I love the wood. I am inspired for creating nice wooden backgrounds. So I'm into the wood and light and wood. So let me, yeah, you give me an idea, Thea. What about if I create, maybe in the break of the live stream, or maybe in the last part that we do together, a gym gym-like exercises for specifically for the people who are 50 plus, like we oldies are doing some exercises, some gym. That would be really funny. Yeah. Yeah, new idea for a live stream. I will add a live stream in the week, and then we do exercises for 50 plus. Us 50 plussers. And I don't say that you will, who are watching are 50 plus. I mean, all ages are welcome. Of course, the younger age better not because of the subject, but you know what I mean. Sunbeam Sting says, I already did research on Mountain Dew, and it also dissolves the glaze on your teeth. Oh, okay. Wow. Whoa. Very poisonous. Yeah, which I don't even know what Mountain Dew is, but I'm not into soft drinks and energy drinks at all. No, me neither. No. I never did. I never did drink any energy drinks. I don't get it. Also, for like I know you need to drink water a lot, but with sport activities, it's even not healthy. That's my own opinion. That's what I learned also when I was serving in that secret army. That all the time drinking when you exercise a lot and then drink water, lots of water, is not even that healthy. Did you know that? So I never feel like I wanna drink some water when I do exercises. That's a long time ago, I must say, but oh gosh, I get a bit warmer, fortunately. Ghost of Sevens. Oh, I didn't know the original sushi didn't have sugar. That's why I avoid it in the States. Yeah, it's the American way. The American sushi. I think there's a name for it, and they put sugar in it. And I also taste that also here when I am in that big city. When I was in that big city, because I never am going to restaurants or whatever. But I ate sushi a lot when I was in Vienna. I had my favorite spot, and there they had the original sushi. The original sushi is just rice with mirin and mirin, a bit salt, maybe a bit of pepper, and that's it, and no sugar. No, that's the American touch. I love America, but America also has introduced the sugar, putting sugar in everything, and the incredible sizes of the portions of food. I also see it here in Europe and also here in the Netherlands, that the degree of portions, how large cups have become. It's also increased here in Europe, but in Europe, in the beginning years, when America had these giant hamburgers and huge Coca-Cola cups, we in the Netherlands don't know about that, or didn't know about that. The sizes have increased. It's amazing. But I do love America as well, so the country and the people. So I was searching for my mouse. And another tip: make your own sushi. It's an amazing. It's so nice to do, to roll it with the nori, and then you can create your own sushi. It's really nice. And a bit of ginger, sweet ginger. I love it. It's because I'm hungry. I notice I really have to eat in a bit. Richard, I got addicted long ago. Only drink 2 or 3 liters a day now. Ooh. Well, that's still quite a lot, Richard. But wow, yeah, it's addictive. Yeah, I'm trying to make inexpensive wooden boxes for money. I have always loved the beauty of wood. Yeah, it's amazing, the radiance of wood. Speaking of wood, I would love to live in a giant, luxurious cabin with a sauna that needs to be included. A bit of luxury, but also some, some in some things I would love luxury, but in other things I would not mind simpleness. But wood is so beautiful. To live in a wooden cabin. Did anyone ever experience that? It is amazing to sleep in wood, in a wooden house. I for sure know feel the difference in that. I sleep far better in a wooden house. And I love these wooden cabins of which you see these round off walls. I love it, wood. I love the wooden art and wooden carving. Delveltje, I do every day multiple movements, stretching and squats and power building. Oh, Delveltje, oh, I envy, yeah, or envy. It's great. I would want to pick it up again, my exercises. But I have, when I do exercises, it's with a switch, because then my inner child, I can then a bit guide my inner child, and then there is not so much resistance, but that there is that is hiccups, of course, happens in a live stream. Hiccups, first struggle with my vest, and now I have another hiccup. I never see that with other live streamers. What is that? Why does it happen to me that I get hiccups while I'm live? Anyhow, it is what is called. I forgot. Yeah, it's a beautiful game on Twitch, on Switch. I mean, on Twitch. I'm streaming on Twitch, but I mean the game console Switch, and then you have to have that wheel, and it has a bit of resistance, and you have to run on the spot, and it's a beautiful game. I love it. I forgot the name, but that's how I try to keep up with my exercises. But it could be far better. So. Sunbeams think Mountain Dew is very popular with American kids, and some have already poor teeth at the age of 9. Yeah, rotting teeth, I know. Also in Britain. Ja. Thea zit hier ook tussendoor te bewegen. I'm also exercising, moving the legs, knees up. Wow. So, yeah. Yeah, well, it's great, Thea. It's great. It's great to move a lot. I love it that we have here a staircase, because I do on purpose that I walk extra up and down the staircases. It's good to walk up and down. That's my trick. Even if I don't need anything upstairs, then I still. Oh no! Did you hear that? My stomach is rumbling. It's my belly is saying, I want to eat, and all this talk about sushi. Oh gosh, it's too much work to prepare now myself some sushi. Delveltje, I have poor teeth now, but it is because of my lung disease, puffers, and I'm almost 65. Oh, really? Is that with these puffers you mean these inhalers? They damage teeth? Oh, I can totally imagine. I know how it feels to have poor teeth. I myself am every day regretting that I did not dare to go to the dentist, because I was scared of being reprogrammed. And I was also scared of lying in the dentist chair, and I still feel not happy with it. I'm always scared that I'm choking and I'm swallowing too much, and then because of the fear of getting too much salvia, I think it's called, the mouth water. It's awful, but yeah, I lost 2 teeth because of that, and I was always so proud of my teeth, and it was ruined, and also because of the eating disorders and the bad stuff I ate as well in the programming. And to come back to, we talked about taking good care of yourself with exercising and so on, and I realized that I got also a lot of injections in the programming, in the experiments. What did they inject me with? They one time told me, we inject you with stuff that you won't get AIDS, and it will be a lifelong resistance towards that you will never get AIDS. But what is it true, or is it bad stuff? I had also chemical stuff in my body, and I don't know which one exactly, but I do remember that I was injected with stuff which would prevent me from getting AIDS. That was in late 80s, early 90s. So what is in my body, you know? I realized that too, and this is why, to come back to this bag under my eyes, that I then sometimes get scared of. Is this now the reaction of the body of what I had to, what was also injected in me? And I'm not even talking about that crystal liquid was put through my veins, and the maybe damages in my heart. I'm not sure. The programmed world showed me or told me that I had a scarred part of my heart that is scarred, and it has the shape of a smiley. But is it true? I'm not sure. It's this is why I do want to make sometimes some Röntgen or X-rays, but X-rays are also bad. So what will I choose? Sunbeams think I would watch that old people exercise with Rae. Good idea. I would watch that old people exercise with Rae. Yeah, I maybe could have a hit on Switch. Delge, I don't like sushi, don't hate it, but not my cup of tea. I want hot dinners. That is for sure. Well, with this cold here, because I'm cold, I for sure want something warm. But I think I will end up tonight with some. I think I will make a tosti. It's called in Dutch tosti. It's called in abroad, I think, bread and cheese. So I love that, and it's very simple. But I think I will make. I will treat myself after this live stream with a nice cheese and bread. One of my one of my favorite foods ever. Sunbeams thing, in Chinese astrology I'm a wood tiger, because every 60 years there is also a different element with your star sign. Ah. Well, you have a more interesting as a Chinese astrology sign. I have a goat. I don't know why I never liked that. I recently talked about it with a dear friend. She said, yeah, but you have many types of goats in the Chinese astrology. It's about in what year you were born. Exactly. But I somehow have a resistance to that astrology sign that I'm a goat. So I don't know why. I somehow am in resistance against it. I don't like it. So wood tiger is it's much nicer. Sunbeams thing. Richard, I used to drink 12 liters a day, but I shake all the fizz out of it. Wow, then you were truly addicted, yeah. But yeah, and it is addictive, not only the sugar, but the awful stuff in it. Sunbeams think people with wood in their sign are very creative. Yes, wood. That's right. Delvetje. Have been to the dentist last Wednesday. She had to pull out 2 teeth. Ouch. I will have a partial dental piece in a few weeks. Don't want to look in the mirror now. That is true. I still, even when I live stream, that's maybe what I should not share, but I sometimes check later on, do you see these two holes where my teeth were? But I started to embrace that it's just the case. But sometimes I still checking later on, do you see the two missing teeth? But yeah. Delvertje, I only ate soft stuff like soup. Yep. Thea, I also have a home trainer with a big red bell. Oh gosh, I see it. I have now the image, Thea. You should not have shared that because I have now that image of you like you're watching Rae, you're pedaling. No, I'm kidding. It is amazing to have a home trainer. Some people think I thought it was the weather rumbling, but it was Rae's stomach. Lots of laughs. Yeah. So you did hear it. It only happened once. Tonight. Tineke Jessie, it is very cold today. I agree. We went for a walk, and when we walked back, it was past 4 o'clock, and I was so chilly. It was so cold. And I also long for my warm blankets and something to eat, specifically. Delvertje, when I am doing my exercises and my grandchild is around, she helps me by doing the same move. So cute. She is only 2 years old. Oh, I know that. Oh, we have here at times a little guy, and he tries to do yoga poses, and it is so sweet to see. Yeah. Crocs Monsieur, Tosti. Ah, that's a Crocs Monsieur. But that's French, isn't it? Is that also known in abroad? Crocs Monsieur. Yvonne, I miss 3 molars. Oh, yeah. I should not complain. There are far more worse things in life. And I survived. I could have had far more worse residue symptoms of my programming. And to come back to maybe it's for some people too shocked that I say so almost with happily, like, yeah, I have a scar in my heart, but I'm not sure if it's the case, because why don't I have shortness of breath? I mean, I should have shortness of breath if a part of my heart has died, has no life in it. And it does exist when people, I did look it up, when people have cardiac arrests, which I did have, then they create, then that is lost. So I know that part who had that cardiac is lost, is dead tissue. But yeah, I should not be capable of jumping and biking and walking, and well, you also see me in the live streams. I can be tired, but it's of the process. I never feel that I have physically something wrong. So it's still a mystery. Is it a joke of the programmers or is it real? This is the awful truth about coming from MK Ultra, that some things I get not proven, and that is what I sometimes also hate. But yeah, some people think Rae has deserved her toast tonight. I like mine with curry sauce. Oh, I love that too, also with ketchup. But is there ketchup without any sugar? You have ketchup and curry sauce with agave sugar. So you have that with other type of sugar, but I don't eat sugar. So I have a problem, but sometimes I try to make it myself, and then I do curry and tomato juice, all organic, and then some herbs and a bit of lemon, but I never get it. Never get it right. It's not the taste of ketchup. They have a secret ingredient. I want to know. I want to know, how can you make nice ketchup? And it's such simple subject, but I love ketchup, but I don't eat it because there's sugar in it. So, and when I make it myself, it's not the way it tastes. Yeah. Jos, if I have to go by my feeling, it will get even colder. This is due to the volcano erupting. Ah, yeah, that's an interesting connection, Jos. Thea, roasted bread, first with a garlic and then cheese. Oh yeah, I love that too. Yeah. we all you all have a great taste and great variations. You inspire me, you all. I will try it, Thea, because that's a very great tip. Richard, take care, Ray. Back out to the cold now. May we all pray for peace. Same wise. I stumble. Thank you so much for joining tonight, Richard. See you next time. Take care, and greetings to New York there. And when you say back out to the cold now, I get goosebumps. So, greetings. Jos, you also have herb butter with garlic in it. Yeah, I do prepare that myself with we're talking about nice recipes, but it's that nice real cream, real creamy, real cream. How do you call that? Real cream, and then with herbs in it, and bieslook. I don't know the English word for it. Some people think I make my own curry sauce too. Tells you, get a date with Heinz. Yeah. That's if I could give some how you say that, some medallions for, or treats for, who has the biggest nicest remark, then comment, and it's Delvertje for now. Get a date with Heinz. You get the #1 place in that, Delvertje. Hey, that gives me a new idea. Shall I do that sometimes in the live stream? Who has the most comical, original remark or comment? That would be nice. And then give something, like a small animation or something. That would be nice. Yvonne, you can also use ahorn syrup. Yeah, but ahorn has a kind of a taste, so I do like it, but I don't like it with all kinds of stuff. I'm very particular in my choices. It's the same with, it's a total other subject, but it's the same with apples. For me, apples have to be sour and sweet and not melig. It has to be solid. So not that you have that it's a bit melig. How you say that? Grainy. Ugh. For me, it has to be solid, tasty, juicy, and sour. I love that. Yeah. But that's total different from tosti, crepe Suzette, etc. Crepe Suzette is also nice. The kitchen, the cuisine is coming by. Primal Kitchen organic unsweetened ketchup is pretty good. Okay, alright, thanks for the tip, Ghost of Sevens. Some people think, now I'm thinking of Heinz the cat comic strip who was always in the Parool newspaper back in the day. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, Heinz the cat. Yes, Tineke Jessie, you too. Have a nice week. I will also go for closure because I am hungry. You're all talking about food, me included. I get even more hungry and I'm cold. So, but it's nice also the light-hearted way of talking with you in the chat. I like it. I hope you like that too. Because I do want to talk about my mind control life as well, but this is nice too. Chive is beslook. Ah, thank you, Yvonne, for looking it up. And helped you. Oh. No, Barry is not in the chat. I took my chance. You don't know. Maybe he's listening. You don't know, Delvertje. You don't know. Yeah, he's really the number one with the comical with words. But you do. I know some of you also who know who know how you have humor. Great. And I love it. I love it. Humor. We need humor in life. Enjoy. Delvertje, pumpkin soup with onions and garlics. Oh. Stop with talking about food. I'm hungry. What food do you hate? Do you have specifically food or candy or something what you hate, what you totally dislike, even if you would have put it on your plate when you had nothing? Yeah, that's a sad situation. I should not say that, but we're now in the humor time of this live stream. What would you never ever eat if you would have it in front of your plate? I'm curious. Or for the people who rewatch it, put it later on in the comments on YouTube. Oh. No, Nobby, I accidentally ate my cat's food last night. No, you're kidding, right? Nobby, no, you should not do that. It's unhealthy. No, it's really unhealthy. I hope you're kidding. I hope you're making a joke. It's really unhealthy. Thea, I still use own chive. Ik gebruik nog steeds eigen bieslook gedroogd. Lekker toch? Oh gosh. Delvertje, snails. Oh, snails. Oh yeah. Yeah, I see then these snails without their house, without their how do you call that? Naked snails? that is not the right word. I know. I'm sorry. I say it totally wrong. This is education, dear Twitch. I made a mistake by translating it literally. Sorry. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Slug. That makes it not less nasty or that less comical, but naaktslakken is a slug. I'm sorry. Oh gosh. Insects. Yeah, well, they see it lately as food. In some countries, it's really an appetite. It's really a nice food. So I'm not making a joke with that. But Nobby Noble, cow hoof, never again. Oh boy, is that really something you can eat? I think so, but oh man. Yes, I always make my own dessert. I always wanted to say desert. Sorry, Jos, you mean dessert. It's my own I'm in a weird mood. I think I need to eat. Uh, Jos said, I always make my own dessert, and I must say it is very delicious, with 2 bars of chocolate and 2 eggs. Yummy! Oh, chocolate, nice. Some people think I don't like roasted. Huh? But for me they never serve it. Oh, is that a real food, or is it a joke with this certain person? Well, it's again a name. You know, I'm a bit vulnerable to mentioning names, also to protect their integrity. And but I don't think I get the joke. Also, though I apologize. Some people think I sometimes don't get jokes. If you ask me, tell a joke, Ray, tell a joke. No way. I cannot produce any joke. I'm not kidding. I can't. Not even John is at the doctor's and I don't know. I have no idea what to say. So, or knock knock, who is there? I wouldn't know. And it's a very general joke worldwide. Yeah. I'm bad at jokes. I'm good at bloopers. It's still, oh gosh, I still have to laugh about the naked snail. And for the people abroad, it's the literal translation of a slug. What they call in Dutch naakt. Naakt is Dutch word for naked, and a snail is literally slug. So then you know. Gosh. No, thank God, we don't need to hunt for food anymore. I mean, I have no idea where pizzas live in the wild. Yeah. Well, hunting, I would be bad in hunting for animals, but yeah, it's sad that some people do hunt because they need it. So I'm kidding about food, but I'm of course very aware of hunger, and a lot of people don't have enough. So. Yeah, television, stripping snails. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I know cow hoof. It does exist. Yeah, it does exist. Some people think it's a joke. Yeah, I know, but I don't get the joke. So I apologize. But somehow, maybe I do, but maybe it's my tiredness and yeah. Sorry, Sunday mistake. I sometimes don't get the joke. That's me. It's not you. It's me. I'm not good at jokes and sometimes not getting it. So. Oh yeah, television. No, I am a joker. Yeah. The first name is Joke. That's in Dutch. Joke is a Dutch name, and when you read it for the English speaking people, it's joke. But you are for sure not a joke to me, Delvertje, so that you know. I'm kidding, you know that. Maybe you have to watch Alex Jones often to get the joke. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I stopped watching him for years already. I cannot watch him. And it's not about what he says. I cannot watch him. He's screaming all the time and so totally stressed, and I'm getting tired. But yeah, others get tired of my voice as well. So yeah, I think it's very unique and preferences. I cannot watch him. I cannot listen to him. That's actually the case. That it's pure me. Delvertje, at least your ring light did not fall. Yeah, that's true. And also no cup of tea. I did just have just a normal glass, and nothing happened. Nobby, dogs are really worried about the rising price of groceries, with a can of dog food now costing £2 99. That's almost 21 in dog money. Oh, yeah. Is it in Great Britain also getting more expensive, the groceries? I myself have the feeling that the Netherlands were pretty on top, yeah, the first ones in that, but maybe I might be wrong. Maybe also now the countries around the Netherlands are now also increased in prices for groceries and food, and yeah, it's awful that they rise the prices. What also occurred to me is that some supermarkets still do these. They call it. Yeah, you get these freebies like an acties. The freebies is the English word for the acties. So somewhere nearby there is a supermarket who gives you then um, these stickers, and these stickers then you have a kind of history book, and then you can put these stickers and save them. But the majority of it is paper, which is waste. I find it waste, and the people maybe are not so aware that we all have to pay for it. It's included in the prices of the groceries. So for me, they can just quit doing these extra freebies to attract customers, and also for children. And yeah, I think it's a bit a waste, and let's just drop the prices of the groceries. But I do see also in supermarkets that they have more and more suddenly like low prices, like deals, like €1 deals and so on. I think supermarkets are starting to feel that, for specifically here in the Netherlands, that the groceries are getting too expensive. I'm shocked at the prices, and I'm very privileged that I'm not entering a lot of shops, only at times, because of my safety. I'm very much aware of that. I'm not going into too many shops, but I do see it, how it's skyrocketing, the prices of groceries. It's for many people so expensive, and also for cats and dogs. Not for the cats and dogs, but I mean, the cat and dog food is. The cats and dogs are not buying their food, but you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. Yeah, indeed, Elvertje. Yeah. Well, he did make great snippets of my bloopers. I applaud him for that, and I found them very funny myself, I must say. Telvertje, quit the taxes, yeah, and I should say quit supporting the war over there, in starting with a U and starting with an R. Quit war, every war, right now. That's the first step. Quit the war in every country worldwide right now. That would be amazing. That we can create some some time worldwide, all across the world, and all at the same moment, that all war stops. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, say no to evil. Peace now. Indeed, Telvertje. Yeah, well, dear people, I start to feel a bit lightheaded. I really need to go for some food, to grab me some food. And yeah, I think I will go to closure. And I'm cold, I'm shivering of needing the food. Yeah, I wish you all a great continuation of the weekend, and see you soon. I will post on my social media. I will post the picture of my beautiful knitted dress, and there you see how it looks on me. And yeah, I'm curious if I will wear it one day in a live stream, because the bodice is of wool and I'm a bit itchy with wool, but maybe I will wear it to show it how it fits. And Delvertje, can you sleep after eating? Not really, but I never sleep after a live stream. So mostly when I stop the live stream, then I'm first getting, of course I have to clean up the place here, because my studio is in the living room and we want to have it neutral, so all the things I have to store back in the closet. And then most of the time I grab something to eat, and then I never can sleep, so until 2:30 approximately. Oh Nobby, you no more than thrice repetition comments. Oh gosh, don't take it too serious, Nobby. The Nightbot, it's a protecting AI. Real people will not kill people. Yeah, I also, with consciousness enough to know that it's not right to kill people, not to harm any people, not to imprison any people, not to abuse any people. Exactly. This is a great closure of this live stream. Well, I enjoyed it very much. Also, this last half an hour approximately with some lightheartedness. Delvertje, rearrange the room. I hope you will have enough rest. Yeah, thank you so much, Delvertje, and everyone for your input. And again, you can, even after rewatching it, put the comments below or Facebook, and then I try to respond almost within a few hours, and until now I can. So Delvertje says no to war, no to evil, yes to love. Yay! Everyone, thank you so much for being here. And I will, I'm not even going to raid. I'm cold and I'm hungry. So, dear people, love you all. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time. En dinsdag ga ik live, als ik geen herbeleving heb. Dinsdag ga ik dus live in het Nederlands. Geheel Nederlands. 7:30 waarschijnlijk, of 8:00 misschien, als ik het niet haal. Maar ik vind 7:30 wel een fijne tijd. Misschien tot dinsdag, of een andere keer elders. And thank you so much again. So, love you all, and much love, peace, and joy. Very important too. Alright, everyone. Yes, and Sting, and Yvonne, and Delvertje, and everyone I forgot to mention. Again, I cannot say goodbye, apparently. Much love, everyone. Bye bye. See you next time. Ciao. Buongiorno. Good night. Sleep well. Farewell. Alright.